I'd love to hear how you grow beets,
Yes.
because beets is a crop that a lot of people struggle with, similar kind of
Sure.
like amaranth.
Yes.
I don't have a whole lot of experience with beets, so I'd love to
Sure.
hear, like where you get your seeds, what your seed density is, any tips and
Yes.
tricks you have for people that want to
Yeah.
grow basil,
Sure.
beets.
Beets. Yeah. So I have a bull's blood beet and I do a Swiss chard and beet, like they call it like a rainbow mix, some seed producers. I mostly get from Johnny's. Like every probably podcast interview you've ever said, high quality seed first and soil is really going to make a difference in your grow.
Totally.
I've tried it. I've made that mistake of, oh, this bag is so much cheaper. Let me try this. And like the seed holes won't come off. It won't germ well. So it's just you have to bite the bullet and just invest a little bit more money in a better seed. But I do get Johnny seeds. They're bull's blood beet. If you're planting by hand, I do roughly 35 to 40 grams per tray. Which I've kind of converted to the seeder now.
Yeah.
Just for that even germination. Like you could tell, like I only have maybe like 4 trays here per week. It's a 2-week crop, right? So I have like 3 bull's blood and 1 Swiss chard and beet, which is going to increase because I just got another order for it. But it's just making sure the evenness, right? The even distribution of it really makes a difference. With the success of it and my yields as well. Like I used to get 4-5 ounces. Like when I used to grow it, I would have to spend so much time picking the seed holes off. But now it's just like they just come off really, really great because of the seed, the even distribution with the little green seeding machine. And then so we stack it with a 15-pound paver.
Okay.
So we cover with soil or vermiculite. I use soil for this right now. Each tray gets covered. So we do the seed, soil, we water, we stack. Be very careful with the watering. You don't want to over water it when you're planting. And then this will stay stacked for like probably 5 days. 5 days with the weight. And we have one that was just planted on Friday, so it's not really there yet as far as like it germinating and sprouting, but we could show you it stacked.
Yeah.
And then this is a 2-week crop for me. So, but like I said, getting a head start on a Friday for my specialty, and also just splitting up specialty in the regular 10 days has been helpful for me too, to kind of time everything together.
Yeah. And so you grow it for 2 weeks, you said?
2 weeks, yeah. I would say it's like a 2-week crop.
So, and how long would you say that these ones here, because they look quite
these are
luscious
ready
and
to
lush.
go. I'd have to look at the calendar when we get back out there when I planted them.
But there's like no
There's
seed
no
holes.
seed holes,
It's
yeah.
incredible.
But that's also the seed lot. That's also the seed.
So you find that sometimes it's more,
Yeah,
sometimes
I
it's
will
less?
reach out to a seed company like when I get done with a really good lot and say, hey, is this lot still available? And just buy more of it. Yeah,
totally.
So
amazing. And then roughly, what are your yields on
So
beets?
now this is up to 9 ounces a tray.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, 8 to 9 ounces a tray versus when I just started, it was like maybe 4, and then like the dampening off. You're lucky you get 1 container.
Yeah, totally. Which I think is a big part of that is environmental controls, but also the soil. So you're using
the Bio 365.
Bio 365. Yeah, based on what I see here, it is a soil that I hope I can get in Canada because I'd love to test it and compare it to the Pro Mix because, and for those that are in the Northeast and maybe even the continental U.S., this is a soil that might be available.
Have to look on their website.
It's the crops look really healthy here. So amazing. Thank you for sharing your expertise on beets.
Of course.